Ontario has launched 3 new pathways that could lead eligible foreign workers and physicians towards permanent residence in Canada. The new pathways are a major overhaul of the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, or OINP. But there's one important catch. The new expression of interest system has not reopened yet. Ontario announced the new pathways on June 26, 2026, following regulatory changes that took effect on June 25th. They are designed for workers in higher skilled occupations, workers in lower skilled occupations, and self-employed physicians. This pathway is generally for foreign nationals with a full-time permanent job offer from an eligible Ontario employer in a Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3 occupation. Applicants generally need to meet language requirements or qualify as a recent Ontario graduate. They must also meet requirements involving licensing. Depending on the situation, work can include at least 2 years of cumulative full-time equivalent experience in the same or related occupation within the previous 5 years, or qualifying Ontario work experience with the employer. Second is the Tier 4 to 5 pathway. This is particularly important because it creates a pathway for workers in occupations that generally require secondary school education or short-term training. Applicants need a full-time permanent job offer from an eligible Ontario employer, and the job must pay at least the occupation's median wage. They also need at least 9 months of cumulative work experience within the previous 2 years with the same employer, a secondary school diploma or equivalent, and at least CLB 4 in English or French in all 4 language abilities. The third pathway is specifically for self-employed physicians. To qualify, a physician must be licensed and in good standing in Ontario and hold the appropriate certificate of registration. They must also be eligible to bill through Ontario's health insurance system known as OHIP. Now, here's one of the most important things to understand. Although the 3 pathways have taken effect, eligible candidates cannot simply submit an application yet. The new OINP says candidates must wait for its new expression of interest, or EOI system, to reopen. The province says the new EOI system was anticipated to open late in the summer of 2026. Once the system reopens, candidates will need to create a new EOI profile. For job offer pathways, the employer will also need to submit the required job offer information. The OINP will then select candidates from the EOI pool and invite those selected applicants to submit a complete application for provincial nomination. And this is only phase 1. Ontario is expected to introduce 3 additional streams: priority healthcare, entrepreneur, and exceptional talent. No launch date has been announced for those streams at the time of this announcement. So, if you're considering Ontario for permanent residence, keep a close eye on the OINP's official updates, because the EOI reopening will be a key next step. Remember, eligibility does not guarantee an invitation for permanent residence.